EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Good contact, good result. Frank, how about 16 of the 18 holes here at Wolf Creek feature elevated tees?
And that gives you those constant vistas. You've got to take a camera, actually, when you go and play Wolf Creek, because if you stand on some of these tees, you don't just see the one hole in front of you. You look around and you go, this is amazing how you can put a golf course in this area.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
One more birdie and now tied for the lead.
Let's get back to the action at the fifth. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Safely aboard. Just a couple of feet. Oh boy, we have a ball game right now, don't we, partner?
Oh, starting to get sweaty palms.
Here at the sixth, 447-yard par 4. Pretty good hole, Frank.
Yeah, probably a layup hole, too, for the longer hitters. Something out there around the 280, 290-yard mark to make sure you don't go it in the stream. Obviously, it's a dogleg ride, as you can see. The canyon on both sides is sort of well-defined, so you know where not to go. Second shot plays a little bit back up the hill to a green, once again, that's anything other than flat. It's fun. You've got to make sure you get that ball on the right tier if you want to have a birdie putt here.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Clean this up with a tap. No problem at all. Good putt, and stays at 4 under par. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the seventh hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop-off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in one. Will not be happy with that one. From about 8 feet. And who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present second round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down on those bunkers because they're, well, a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dogleg going one way, then back the other way. But really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon. And that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green, even the longest hitters at 393 yards. But just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there. And before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here. And it should sit up nicely for a birdie.
Now, the approach shot here at 16, Frank, it is all about precision.
It certainly is. This green has a lot of contours in it, so very hard to get a dead straight or a flat putt here at 16. Second shot's not overly long, though, just a short on in. You should be looking at a birdie opportunity, but really you don't want to stray too far away from 15 or 20 feet. Otherwise, it's going to get very difficult putting on this green. Now, it's that sneaky distance. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. He's made it. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on. Oh, I liked that. That was nuclear.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. And this is looking really good. Knocks it up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Did a nice job with that putt. Good read, good speed. Settles in over the putt. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par.
Really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you expect to hit it close.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present third round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. How does that not go in? Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view.
Which that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. That was not a very good read right there. Trying to stay steady, make a par. I was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. So they'll tap in.
Well, with time running out, Rich, that's what's going to make that bogey sting even more.
Can't afford to give him away at this point in the championship. Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that, too, by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
That one was running so hot. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. He'll take par and move on. 383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down there. It's just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
How about this hole, Frank? Par 5 fifth.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it? Because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power though? Whoa, that is long.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
This won't hurt him. crucial eagle attempt on the way.
No snap, though.
Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. Eagle. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present final round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational.
Oh, that's fine.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Safely aboard. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. So a tester from 4 feet.
That's a good par given the situation.
Still tight, still close. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
This is a good-looking shot. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Almost. Wow. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Par 5, 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable into. There's still trouble to the right of this green if you get a little bit cavalier. This, without doubt, the longest green on the golf course. It's 55 yards from front to back.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Settles in over the putt.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over the trees, but very few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet?
It's still going. Drivable par 4. Not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. He's putting for par now. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th.
Even par currently.
Bad news is, that's a bogey. The good news, still tied for the lead.
Yeah, he's the only one disappointed. The rest of the field aren't. And made it a real cat fight. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You're going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. She's an awkward length.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Oh, I thought he had that.
Oh, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey, and getting ready for the putt. So a drop shot. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. That one got away. Clean this up with a tap. Continuing to putt with confidence. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, you'd like to walk away with birdie here, given that it is a pretty short par 4. How do you get it done?
You're going to have something in sort of the short iron variety into this green. The green, the hardest part of it is all the undulations on this green. You realize why Wolf Creek has a slope rating of 154. So even with a short iron in hand, make sure you hit it in the precise section where that flag's located. Otherwise, you're going to have a hellacious putt across this green.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Starting to pile up the birdies. 5 under par for the tournament. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on. Well, when he goes after it like he is here, you know, this is not heading in the right direction.
You know, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
This has exploded off the club face.
In the heart of the fairway, 180 yards in. That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
Getting set now over the putt. And it is down for an eagle. Finishing hole here at Wolf Creek is only 307 yards. Frank, where's the trouble here?
Short and to the right of this par 4. Really, there's a multitude of options off this tee. You could hit an iron, you could hit a fairway wood. Even some might try and hit a driver, but you know, that's a little too risky. There's too many problems up ahead if you try and take this hole on. Really, a short club off the tee, leaving yourself some area of 170 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
This for the victory at the EA Sports Spring Invitation. Looks like he just misread that. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Seems to really have the touch today. Just a great putt and a great win. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So a good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.